Verse by verse meditations. Genesis chapter 6. Genesis chapter 6 and verse 22. Thus did Noah, according to all that God commanded him, so did he. This is one of the greatest testimonies given to a man. I'm about to give another one of my scientific conjectures that may or may not be true. The quality of our lives can be measured directly to how obedient we are to God. So consider the average man, who from a statistical point of view is the man in the middle. This means if we lined up all men from lowest to greatest, the average man would be the man that would be right in the middle. So imagine that the average man decides that he is going to be 50% obedient. So he is obedient to God half of the times. So if my scientific conjecture is true, then this man will be satisfied with 50% of his life. Let us look at it from another angle. The areas of our lives that cause us the most grief or frustration are usually those areas that we find ourselves weak in. There are 4 rooms in my current living space. There's a room that is way more organized and clean compared to the other rooms. It just happens to be the room that I give the most attention to. That would suggest that the room that suffers the most is the room that gets little or no attention. In Psalm 119, in verse 6, "Then shall I not be ashamed when I have respect unto all thy commandments." This morning when I got to church, the service had already started. As I walked to my seat, which happens to be near the front, I said to myself, well, another walk of shame. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 1. Dead flies cause the ointment of the apothecary to send forth a stinking savor. So doth a little folly him that is in reputation for wisdom and honor. A man or woman of good reputation must be careful not to allow one dumb action to ruin their entire reputation. We must be very careful not to set aside any portion of the Word of God. We must love all of it.